Bayern lineup. Mamutovic returns in goal. That's pretty much a full-strength lineup. And look to the goals in midfield. Georgia Stanway and Momoko Tanikawa. Of course, Damjanovic, who hit 2 last week in the demolition 6-0 win against Jena. So full of attacking options, this lineup for Bayern Munich, the league leaders and the reigning champions. Special referee ref cams this afternoon in Munich, courtesy of Google Pixel. So you'll be seeing some special angles of the coverage today. As today's referee and experienced official, Dr. Reem Hussein. With the 2 Wolfsburg, of course, buoyant from that win in Turin in the Champions League against Juventus. They are without their star player, Alexander Popp, due to illness. And look to the likes of Lynette Berenstein with 8 goals and 11 appearances, leading the line for Wolfsburg. And also Vivian Enderman, who scored in Turin, and she's returned to full fitness. The experience in midfield of Sven Johut, 35 years old, but full of running. These are the dominant forces in the Frauen-Bundesliga in recent seasons. Bayern have won the title in 4 of the last 6 campaigns, including the last 3. And Wolfsburg, of course, 7 times winners, and they won it 5 times between 2016 and 2022. There's Jose Basala, the Spanish coach of Bayern, who's keen to play down the importance of this match, saying it's not a final, it's just another step. We're almost set to go in Munich. Bayern in their traditional red strip and Wolfsburg in their away strip. The darker colours. Black kit today for Wolfsburg. Kicking from left to right. It's the referee, Dr. Hussein, who's a doctor of chemistry by trade. With a special ref cam on display today. German legend Lothar Matthäus is one of the healthy crowd in attendance at the FC Bayern campus. Bayern's captain today, Glodis Vigosdottir, the experienced Iceland defender. So we're underway in Munich, top versus second in the Google Pixel Frauen-Bundesliga. Bayern in red from right to left. Wolfsburg in black from left to right. Wolfsburg, Bayern's nearest challengers, but they will be buoyant from their performance on Thursday in Turin, where they saw off Juventus to reach the last 8 of the Champions League, where Bayern also safely into the quarter-finals. Bayern will meet Manchester United. What a clash that will be. Wolfsburg taking on Olympique Lyon in the last 8. But it's domestic action for these two German heavyweights today. Wolfsburg looking to be the first team to beat Bayern in the Frauen-Bundesliga this season. Bottom of the table, Jena, the only team to prevent Bayern winning this season in the Frauen-Bundesliga. A goalless draw in the autumn. Other than that, the reigning champions have a perfect record, including an impressive 3-1 win over Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg will be looking to build on that impressive win in Turin. They were 2-0 down in the first leg at home before hitting back with 2 late goals. And they carried on that momentum with an impressive 2-0 win. Here they are in Munich. Some early touches. Offside, though. The decision from the referee. Linnet Berenstein strayed a yard offside. Bayern come into this game fully rested after their Frauen-Bundesliga match in Bremen was snowed off on Monday. Whereas Wolfsburg had to travel to Italy to play that Champions League match. And only flew back to Germany, flew back to Munich on Friday. So Bayern have the advantage in terms of rest and recuperation, and an 11-point advantage at the top of the table. Foul there on Jovana Damjanovic. Dijkstra. Dutch defender. With the foul. This gives Clara Bull the opportunity from the free kick. Both these sides enjoy having the majority of possession normally. Interesting to see who can dominate with the ball. Bayern have conceded just 5 goals this season, scoring a massive 67 plus 62 their goal difference. Bayern trying to keep a high line. They've caught Lynette Berenstein, a former Bayern striker, of course. Well, that's given away. Thankfully for Bayern, the goalkeeper, Ina Mamutovic, was quickly off her line. She anticipated the danger. Important goalkeeping from the 22-year-old. Both sides trying to press high. No quarter given in this opening 10 minutes. Long ball from Stanway, looking for Pernille Harder. She too had strayed offside. Both sides trying to keep a high line and press with serious intensity. Spoke about Bayern's defensive record. It is the best defensive record in league history at this stage. 17 games, just 5 goals conceded. So Wolfsburg have it all to do to break down that Bayern back line. You will be seeing some different camera perspectives in the coverage. There's a referee camera, a ref cam on display. These two are the two dominant forces in German women's football. Bayern have won 5 of the last 6 league meetings, though, as that dominance has shifted in the last few seasons. And here comes Pernille Harder. Danger here for Wolfsburg. Jevanovic, and a great save from Stina Johannes. Harder played in Damjanovic. Good shot, but important stop from Stina Johannes, the German international goalkeeper. In fine form, Johannes. She was player of the match in Turin in the Champions League on Thursday. Appeals for a penalty as Georgia Stanway goes to ground in the box. Referee Hussein happy with the challenge. Thea Baldi, Norwegian defender. Dijkstra striding forward, cross to the back post, looking for Enderman, plays it across, and Kesaya Bassi still in there, and Kesaya Bussi! French international strokes Wolfsburg ahead after 15 minutes, much to the delight of the Wolfsburg travelling fans. Dijkstra, powerful surging run. Enderman played it back into the mix. Bussi, it fell nicely. Back to Bussi. And the French international puts Wolfsburg ahead in this heavyweight clash in the Google Pixel Frauen-Bundesliga. Foul on Lynette Berenstein. Hussein dishes out the first yellow card to England international Georgia Stanway. The Dutch striker Berenstein's feeling that challenge. There's some frustration perhaps from Stanway after Bayern fall behind. We've seen Bayern fall behind in the Frauen-Bundesliga this season. They normally hit back, and hit back quickly. Wolfsburg following on from their Champions League success in Turin, and they have an important first goal in the Bavarian capital. Come Bayern looking for an equaliser. Tanikawa. Tanikawa adjudged offside. Bayern started the day 11 points clear at the top. So Wolfsburg can close the gap to 8 points, and they do have a game in hand. And they lead with that vital Kasaya Bussi goal, the French international's 8th goal of the season. Bussi signed in the summer from Paris FC, made a very good start to life in Germany. Bussi's on the ball again. spoke about the Champions League successes of both teams. Bayern will be playing Manchester United, and the leg in Munich will be held at the Allianz Arena, where they beat Arsenal in the group stages as well. Bayern will be looking to go deep in the Champions League this season. The only team to have beaten them, Barcelona, when they came unstuck 7-1. Bayern recovered supremely well to qualify easily for the last 8. But they'll be looking to take care of domestic matters against their nearest challengers this afternoon, Wolfsburg, and they trail 1-0. Still plenty of time, midway through the first half. So a vital stop just before Wolfsburg scored from Stino Johannes in the She-Wolves goal to deny Jovana Damjanovic an opening goal. Stanway colliding with Ket. Maybe a little nudge from Svenja Hoot. There's Thea Belde wearing a mask, the Norwegian defender this afternoon. Plenty of noise today in Munich at the FC Bayern campus. It's a pleasure to have you with us for live coverage of the Frauen-Bundesliga. Bayern have conceded their 6th goal of the season and trail 1-0. Cross comes in from Enderman, looking for the goal scorer, Bussi. Foul by Camilla Kuva, who's the next in the referee's book. She was wrestling with Damjanovic. Referee Dr. Reem Hussein dishes out another yellow card. Wolfsburg's coach, Stefan Lerch, spoke in the lead-up to this game about the importance of his team recovering well from their trip to Turin. They've certainly made an impressive start in Munich. They played on Thursday evening, flew to Munich directly on Friday. A little bit of training at a local club on Saturday, and here we are today. Dahlmann looking for some space. Clara Bull lifts it, looking for the head of Harder, perhaps. There's Bayern's top assist giver, 12 this season in just 15 games for Clara Bull. She takes a great corner and a free kick. Bayern fans trying to raise their team. Damjanovic, former Wolfsburg striker, won the Champions League with Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg twice UEFA Women's Champions League winners, 2013 and 14. That's where Bayern want to go themselves. Taya Belde in no hurry with the throw-in, sporting that mask. Wolfsburg's right back. No quarter given with any challenges. They're flying in. Bayern looking for an equaliser. Harder has some space. Dahlmann goes sprawling in the box. Referee Reem Hussein happy with the challenge. That is a foul, though, right in front of the referee's nose. Another yellow card dished out. This time to Vivian Enderman for the foul on Julia Gwynn. Evidence of the foul there by Enderman with the Google Pixel referee cam. Clara Bull. Bull can play this free kicks in with either foot, left or right, from any angle. Trying to test the keeper. Oh, on target from Clara Bull, but a good save from Stino Johannes. Importantly, she didn't spill it either, as there would have been a host of onrushing Bayern red shirts. Good goalkeeping from the German international. Foul by Magdalena Eriksson on Linette Berenstein, the Swede, on the Dutch striker. Wolfsburg with just one attempt on goal, but it's a vital one. It gives them the lead here in Munich. It's fairly even, 51-49 in terms of possession. But Kesaya Bussi's goal for Wolfsburg separates the two sides. Both teams intent on pressing with intensity, trying to put pressure on defenders or the goalkeeper to make mistakes. Stino Johannes in no hurry. Signed in the summer from Eintracht Frankfurt on a contract till 2028. German international goalkeeper. Made a couple of good saves already. Bull has Ket in support. Clara Bull with some good work. concern there for the 44-year-old Spanish coach of FC Bayern, Jose Barsala, in his first season at the club. Barsala joining from Servette in Switzerland. Good work again by Clara Bull. Oh, steered just wide by the Japanese star Momoko Tanikawa. Clara Bull, some good feet there, and first time attempt from Tanikawa, just past the post. Just signs that Clara Bull starting to make an impact. Stefan Lersch trying to bark out instructions in his second spell with Wolfsburg. After 4 years at Hoffenheim. Won the title, Frauen-Bundesliga champions 3 times in his first stint. As Wolfsburg look to recapture former glories. Here's Stanway, though, looking for an equaliser. Bull in support. Damjanovic lays it back. Dalman! Appeals for handball. Referee Reem Hussein happy to let play continue. Powerful shot came in from Dalman. Importantly for Wolfsburg, it was blocked. Bayern ramp up the pressure, looking for an equaliser. Good play from Clara Bull. It was laid back by Damjanovic to Dalman. Shot was blocked on the line. Clara Bull goes to ground, was it? Well, just outside the box, according to the referee, Reem Hussein. He's going to book the goal scorer, Kesaya Bussi, for that tackle on Clara Bull. Just outside the box, according to the referee, Hussein. Bayern definitely lifting the tempo in search of an equalising goal. Stino Johannes trying to organise the wall. Just 2 players in the wall now. That will leave an extra gap for Clara Bull. Bussi and Svenja Hoot, the only players in the wall. Shot is blocked by buildup. Bayern build again. Bayern definitely lifted the intensity in the last few minutes. Pressing. With a lot more enthusiasm. Kasaya Bussi feeling the full force of that challenge on her ankle. Looks in some pain. Travelling Wolfsburg support happy with the scoreline as it stands. Bayern do have a host of international talent, though, on the bench. Reinforcements available if needed in the second half. Wolfsburg have taken on their fine form from the Champions League and they lead. It's the Bayern president, Heiner, also in the healthy crowd in Munich today. Wolfsburg trying to hold on to their lead at the break. Thea Baldi put in a good shift. Bussi with the cross to the back post, looking for Berenstein. Strong challenge from the Dutch striker on Glodis Vigosdottir. Berenstein pleads her innocence, but referee wasn't happy with the challenge on Vigosdottir, the Iceland international defender. Bayern's captain today. An experienced central defensive partnership for Bayern. 32-year-old Swedish star Magdalena Eriksson and Glodis Vigosdottir, 30 years of age, from Iceland. Plenty of experience and international caps, that could be said for the whole of the Bayern squad. We're going to have 1 minute of added time at the end of this first half. Bayern will look to hit back with an equaliser right at the end of this first half. Harder still retains possession. Dijkstra's had a good half for Wolfsburg. And Berenstein has held the ball up well for the visitors from Wolfsburg. So that's half-time in Munich. Wolfsburg have the lead. Precious goal from the French international Kasaya Bussi. Stroking home from inside the box on 16 minutes to give second place Wolfsburg the lead against the leaders, Bayern Munich. Game of few chances. Wolfsburg goalkeeper, though, Stino Johannes, making a couple of smart saves to deny Bayern a goal. We'll be back in a few minutes with more live coverage of the Google Pixel Frauen-Bundesliga. Work to do for Jose Basala, the Bayern coach, to try and get his side back in this game. Two highly motivated sides, though, and we'll be back for the second half in a few minutes' time. So welcome back to Munich for coverage of the Google Pixel Frauen-Bundesliga. This is the heavyweight clash of the top two. Wolfsburg leading at the break 1-0 against the champions Bayern Munich, courtesy of a goal from the French international Kesaya Bussi on 16 minutes. The visitors buoyant after their Champions League success in Turin, and looking good to close the gap at the top to 8 points. Bayern will have other ideas in the second half. Bayern had a couple of chances in the opening 45 minutes, but were denied by some good saves from Stina Johannes. The Wolfsburg goal. Special ref cam on display today. There's the referee, Dr. Reem Hussein. Healthy crowd at the FC Bayern campus in Munich. There's the goal scorer, Kesaya Bussi. The difference between the two sides as it stands, work to do for Jose Barsala and Bayern Munich. That's the ref calf. And we're underway in Munich for the second half. Bayern in red, kicking from left to right against Wolfsburg in their dark strip. Interesting to see in this second half if Wolfsburg can keep up their tempo. They were in action on Thursday in Champions League against Juventus, whereas Bayern are fully rested. Their game was postponed on Monday. So Bayern have the fresher legs, that's for sure. And they do have a host of talent on the bench as well. Basically a team of internationals to call on from the bench. Stina Johannes has been the busier of the two goalkeepers, crucially denying Damjanovic, the Bayern striker, just before Wolfsburg took the lead. Enderman with some space side to Hoot, but that's broken up. Impressive first half from the visitors, Wolfsburg, considering they're also missing their star player, Alexander Popp, due to illness. Referee finally gives the decision in Wolfsburg's favour. Foul on Gwyn. Enderman and Gwyn coming together there. Some concern there. Pernille Harder needs some treatment. The Danish striker. There's the Bayern president, Heine, in attendance today, as Pernille Harder was hit by the ball. Bit of a delayed reaction. Should be okay to continue. 10 goals in 16 appearances in the Frauen-Bundesliga this season for Harder. Bayern's top scorer in the league. Former Chelsea striker. Wolfsburg looking to double their lead. Enderman plays it in, but it's comfortable for the goalkeeper, Mamutovic. Wolfsburg will look to hold on to this lead. They have lost 5 of the last 6 meetings in the league, so this would be a good result for them. And that's another good save from Stina Johannes, as Franziska Kett steamed forward. Bayern fans getting loud and behind their team in search of an equaliser. Vital block from Stina Johannes, the German international goalkeeper. Camilla Kuva, this time struggling. A blow to her head. She was challenged by Danish striker Harder. Plenty of support for the visitors from Wolfsburg, from northern Germany. Kamila Kuva will be okay to continue. Capped by Germany earlier this season, 22-year-old defender. Well, that's given away by Stina Johannes, and Jovanovic makes the most of that mishap, and out of the blue, Bayern have an equaliser. The clearance from Stina Johannes was straight at the Serbian striker, and Damjanovic couldn't miss. Damjanovic with the equaliser. 1-1 in Munich. Bayern hit back, taking advantage of an errant clearance from the goalkeeper. A 6th goal of the season for Damjanovic. Sara Linda with the cross, but that's comfortable for Mahmutovic in the Bayern goal. Well, Stina Johannes had made a series of good saves to keep Wolfsburg's lead intact, but she will rue that clearance, which was blocked by Damjanovic. Bayern have that equaliser, and it's at the back post, and they're ahead. That's how quickly fortunes change. Damjanovic has a second. A rapid counter-attack. Franziska Kett, perfect ball to the back post, and Jovana Damjanovic with a second. A double for Damjanovic as Bayern turn this game on its head in a couple of minutes. And that's why Bayern were leading the Frauen-Bundesliga by 11 points going into this game. And they come in search of more space for Clara Bull. Wolfsburg will have to regroup after that double shock. Bussi was adjudged offside, the Wolfsburg goal scorer. Damjanovic hit 2 in the 6-0 win against Kazais Jena, and followed up with 2 more against Wolfsburg. Back-to-back braces for the Serbian striker. Damjanovic would enjoy those goals against her former club, that's for sure. Here comes Stanway with some space. Clara Bull. Cross is blocked this occasion. Bayern have all the momentum now. And Wolfsburg will be feeling that 90 minutes in Turin on Thursday now. Substitute. Have to think some substitutions will be needed for Wolfsburg to turn this game around. Get their footing back into this game. They've been stunned by that double strike from Bayern, who go in search of a third in Munich. The atmosphere has certainly lifted a notch in Munich. Welcome to live coverage of the Google Pixel Frauen-Bundesliga. Bayern lead after a quick double strike from their Serbian striker, Jovana Damjanovic. How will Wolfsburg respond? They do have options from the bench. Cora Zikai, who scored in the Champions League success on Thursday. Wolfsburg needs some fresh legs, fresh impetus. Bayern come forward again, and that's surely a third. Referee Reem Hussein says no. Awfully close to crossing the line. Ball came over from Julia Gwynn. Off the post, cleared off the line. Vital defending from Svenja Hoot, and here is that double substitution. The goal scorer, Kesaya Bussi, makes way for Cora Zikai. And Ella Pedamors is on for Vivian Enderman. Well, that was a vital clearance from 35-year-old Svenja Hoot. Off the line from the former German international. Bayern have all the momentum now. Clara Bull with the corner. Free header from Bayern's captain, Viggo's Dottir. Wolfsburg's star striker Lynette Berenstein is back there defending in the box. Well, Bayern win that, and Harder is onside. Pernille Harder, can she wrap this one up? Harder, well, good block by Stina Johannes. Ball remains in play, though. Important save from Stina Johannes. Keeps Wolfsburg alive in the heavyweight clash of the top two. Tanikawa just past the post. Decent shot from the Japanese star. 8 goals from midfield this season for Tanikawa. Bernadette Amani comes on for Linda Dahlmann. Amani signed in the winter transfer window. Important block from Stina Johannes. From Pernille Harder there to deny Bayern a third goal. Substitute Cora Zikai fouled by double goal scorer Damjanovic. Damjanovic rewarded for closing down the goalkeeper, doing the basics. Fell nicely, she could not miss. Bayern now in no particular hurry. They have the lead. If Bayern can win this, they will move 14 points clear. Surely on the way to a fourth successive Frauen-Bundesliga title. Given away, Tanikawa plays in, Stanway, 3-1 Bayern. It's too easy for the league leaders and reigning champions. Tanikawa enjoyed the freedom of Munich, had space, an easy ball to Stanway, who did the rest. The England international puts Bayern 3-1 up, her 6th goal of the season. And the 3 points are heading to Bayern Munich. The visitors look stunned after conceding that equaliser. After that errant clearance from the goalkeeper, Stina Johannes went astray. And this game has turned on its head. Some concern there for the double goal scorer, Damjanovic. Bayern do have plenty of options from the bench. It would be no surprise if we see Edna Imadi, who scored 2 in 2. Spanish striker. Strong running from Bieldi. Cross is out of play. There is that substitution for Bayern Munich. We saw Damjanovic struggling with her ankle. The double substitution. Barbara Dunst, the Austrian midfielder, will come on, and the striker Edna Imadi, Spanish striker Pernil Harder, put in another good shift. I do have those international options from the bench that can make a difference. Wolfsburg haven't recovered from conceding that sloppy equaliser. Been second best in this second half. Double substitution now for the visitors. see this attack from Bayern. Barbara Dunst has some space. The Austrian looking for a fellow substitute in Madi. Stanway fires it in. Tanikawa looking for a header. Bayern still attacking, and the substitution will have to wait. We do have a goal kick. Finally, the substitution can be made. Jadu levels, replacing Sarah Linde. And Guro Bergsvan, the experienced Norwegian defender, replaces Camilla Kuva, who was on a yellow card and also felt the full force of a challenge from Pernille Harder in the second half. Here is Levels, who's Wolfsburg's top assist giver this season, with 7. So the Netherlands international can create lots of chances, lots of goals, and that's what Wolfsburg need. They trail 3-1. Corner came in, it was spilt by the goalkeeper Ina Mamutovic, but Bayern finally get it clear. Foul by the substitute Cora Zikai on Magdalena Eriksson. Yellow card for the 21-year-old. Goal attempts for Bayern, 10 on target. They've turned this game around in impressive fashion. Well, delivery was inch perfect from Clara Bull. Amani seemed certain to score, but it was straight at Stina Johannes. And Wolfsburg can break. Strong running from Lynette Berenstein, but blocked by Amani. Bull bursting forward once again. Stanway in support. Blocked by the goalkeeper. And underneath the goalkeeper, Stina Johannes. Bayern have a fourth. Clara Bull with her 7th goal of the season. Bayern once again in the second half. Rapid counter-attack. Stanway's shot was blocked, but the follow-up from Bull squirmed underneath the keeper, Stina Johannes. Seventh goal of the season for Clara Bull, to go with 12 assists. And Bayern will stretch their lead to 14 points at the top of the Frauen-Bundesliga. And that equaliser changed everything in Munich. That clearance from the goalkeeper, which was blocked by Jovana Damjanovic. The Serbian poked home the equaliser, and this game turned very quickly indeed. So this will be Wolfsburg's 3rd domestic defeat of the season. Lose twice to Bayern and Eintracht Frankfurt as well. "71 goals Bayern have scored so far this season, and just 6 conceded. With the one today from Kasaya Bussi, which gave Wolfsburg the lead on 16 minutes. They were looking good until that clearance from the goalkeeper went astray. Bayern didn't need a second invitation. They've hit Wolfsburg hard with 4 second-half goals. Wolfsburg will have to regroup now. They still are in the Champions League, safely into the last 8. Ariana Caruso, another substitute for Bayern, replacing Georgia Stanway. And Katarina Naschenweng comes on for Franziska Kett as Jose Barsala uses up all his substitute allocation. Fresh legs, though, for Bayern. By his next 3 games against Cologne, Essen and Nuremberg. So all sides at the lower half of the table. Wolfsburg host Leverkusen and Union Berlin with a tricky trip to Hoffenheim. Soon their focus will turn to the Champions League. They face the French giants, Olympique Lyon. And Bayern, of course, have a mouth-watering match-up against Manchester United, with the second leg being played in the Allianz Arena, with a tremendous prospect that is. Wolfsburg's final substitute, Joel Wedemeyer, replaces the Norwegian Theo Balde. Comfortable for the goalkeeper, Ina Mamutovic. Foul by the Austrian Barbara Dunst on Janina Minga. Goes into the book, her first yellow card of the season. Wolfsburg looking for a consolation. Strong running, as always, from Lynette Berenstein. Wolfsburg do have a corner. Justine Kieland will take the corner. Referee not happy with Kylian taking it so quickly, perhaps. Referee Reem Hussein not happy with the jostling in the box. As we head into added time in Munich, Bayern will extend their lead at the top of the Frauen-Bundesliga. 5 minutes of added time at the FC Bayern campus. It was a pleasure to have you with us for more live coverage of the Frauen-Bundesliga. It's the top two meet in Munich. Bayern are going to rack up their 4th win in 2026. Beat Leipzig 3-0, 4-1 against Freiburg, 6-0 against Jena. And they currently lead 4-1 against their nearest challengers, Wolfsburg. Bayern's 4th consecutive title looks a formality. Bayern's holy grail this season will be the Champions League. That's a really exciting quarter-final matchup against Manchester United. Klarabul once again with the delivery from the set piece. Goes long, goalkeeper with the punch. Scrappy inside the box. Wolfsburg finally have it clear. Another example today of how quickly fortunes can turn in a game. Wolfsburg were holding firm, 1-0 up. But the game turned on its head. The goalkeeper there, Stina Johannes, her clearance smacked against Jovana Damjanovic. Damjanovic fired in an equaliser, and Bayern did not look back. Free kick to the visitors, Wolfsburg. Foul by substitute Amani. And the home fans joyous after seeing this second half turnaround from Bayern Munich. To the final moments of added time. Bayern with one last attack. Clara Bull lifts in across, but that's full time. Bayern take the points, the second half turnaround. Double strike from Serbian striker Jovana Damjanovic on 54 and 56 minutes. Turned the game on its head. Wolfsburg had led up to that point after a 16th minute goal from French international Kesaya Bussi. And Wolfsburg were good value for that lead. But Damjanovic, the double strike. And the game suddenly went in Bayern's direction. England international Georgia Stanway fired home a third for Bayern on 70 minutes before Clara Bull wrapped up the points with 10 minutes remaining with a fourth for Bayern. Brilliant second half performance by Bayern Munich. They stretched their lead to 14 points at the top of the Google Pixel Frauen-Bundesliga. Bayern remain unbeaten at the top of the league, while Wolfsburg slipped to a third defeat. 14 points they trail the league leaders and reigning champions Bayern Munich. Wolfsburg will look to regroup as they go into the Champions League against Lyon. It's a real pleasure to have you with us for live coverage of the Frauen-Bundesliga. We'll be back for more live coverage of the top flight of German women's football. See you next time.